Metal Jesus here, and I'm back again with my good bud, John Games31.
Jason, what's going on, bud? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. John called me up today. He's actually in the Seattle area traveling, and I was like, oh man, we got to do a video together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've been wanting to do a shoutouts video for quite a while, just because, you know, the YouTube community, especially in the gamer community, is so interconnected. They're all, you know, everyone sort of like talks and hangs out and comments on their own videos, and it's such a cool community. And so I want to do a shoutouts video. I want to do an old school shoutouts video.
Definitely. I think they're important for the community, for people, because there's a lot of great channels out there that a lot of us may not know about. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so my idea here was to get you to help me kind of come up with a list of some of the channels that we like to watch. And we don't want to cover some of the normal channels that I think most people know about. So I kind of had a little bit of a rule here, and it's sort of a loose rule, but basically I wanted to keep it sort of under 50,000 subs, which ironically cuts out GameSack, which they just crossed 50,000 subs because they were going to be like #1.
Yeah, they're awesome. Check them out. GameSack, if you haven't heard of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome channel.
We're giving them a shout out right now.
Yeah, that's just true. So, but, and then also, you know, it's really important for me that a channel is dedicated for the long term. And so I wanted them to have a bunch of videos, you know what I mean? Like if you're going to subscribe, you know, you want to make sure they're going to be there for a while. So, so that was my plan.
Yeah.
So the first shout out is one that I think we're both really familiar with, and that is RetroLiberty.
Who's that? No, absolutely. No, they're great show.
Dude, so one of my favorite channels, and honestly, I watch every episode that they release.
Yeah, Aaron and Ricky are some of the coolest guys. I've had the actually pleasure of actually meeting them in person and hanging out with them, and they're awesome guys. I mean, their production, I know Aaron puts tons of hours into editing. Yeah. He's so meticulous about every little detail about editing, which is awesome. So.
And the way he edits his videos, they're hyperactive. I mean, like, the amount of work and just the craziness that he puts in that. Not only that, but Aaron, I think, is a living cartoon. Like, he's the wackiest dude, man.
He is. In fact, I think he has a cartoon in his intro or something. Like,
oh, yeah, like the 8-bit,
the 8-bit cartoon guy, It's pretty funny. And Aaron always does a voiceover. He's like, hey, guys, this is Aaron, and we're going game hunting, but it's not about the game hunting today, guys. It's about hanging out and having fun. I can't really do a good impersonation of it, but no, he's great. You know what I mean, though. They always end up, like, stopping at, like, Carl's Jr. or something like that.
Yeah, I know. They're always eating, like, the worst food, but I'm like, oh, God, it looks so good, you know?
Absolutely. But no, awesome channel. Definitely check him out.
Awesome channel.
So the next one I think we should highlight is Scott from Video Game Sellers. These guys have been around forever. They put a ton of content out. And what's cool about, I really enjoy about his channel, is he goes hunts for games, but he's also in the perspective of he's a seller too. You know,
I have to admit that the first time I ran into this channel, I was actually not really a fan because I didn't really give it a chance, because I've had some bad experiences with resellers. Right. I mean, personally, I've like ran into them at thrift stores where they're hoarding games. I was just like, nah, I can't deal with it. But the thing is that his channel is awesome. Yeah. I mean, because he's a hardcore collector. I mean, hardcore.
The hauls he gets, he goes to garage sales, he goes to swap meets. I mean, he finds some amazing stuff. He lives in Florida. Amazing finds.
And he's really funny. Like, he's genuinely just like this wacky guy, and he surrounds himself with hilarious people. They're weird, they're wacky, but they're always like really good people. I don't know. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Like you said, his chemistry with the camera is brilliant, and he just puts out a ton of content, like several videos a week, I think.
Yeah. The other thing is that Scott is also a roadie for the metal band Korn.
Right, that's right.
And so occasionally he goes on tour with Korn, and he'll vlog from Amsterdam and all these like European countries. It's actually pretty cool. So you definitely check him out.
So the next one, also we should definitely highlight, is ArcadeImpossible. Greg and Mike, awesome guys. They definitely focus on arcades, hence their name, ArcadeImpossible. Yeah. But it's interesting because it's like game hunting, but they hunt for arcades.
Yeah, which is something that I think we would all love to do. Like, as big as my game room is, I don't have room for a full arcade. Right. But, you know, if I was rich and I had a mansion, I would absolutely do exactly what they're doing, which is trying to find every old 80s and 90s arcade machine for his own
and I was arcade. Literally like a month ago, I was at his arcade, his basement. He's like 20-something machines. Wow. And, you know, anything from Donkey Kong to Pole Position to, he had a race on or hard racing or whatever it's called from Atari. The one.
Oh, is it hard driving?
Hard driving.
Yeah.
I was going to say hard on. That's not quite the title.
No. It's a Japanese Japanese only game, and
no, it's a great game. I mean, he's got a great collection. Yeah.
And he's trying to do it on the cheap too, which is pretty cool. So he doesn't want to spend a ton of money, and so he often gets arcade machines that are maybe broken.
Yeah.
And the last half of his video will be him fixing it, which again is I find fascinating because I can't do that to save my life. Like I don't know how to use solder at all.
Yeah, it's the monitors that freak me out because they still hold a charge, and if you mess with the monitors, you could kill yourself if you're not careful. But no, I was talking about that. He picks games up for like less than $50. It's amazing.
I know.
And he'll fix it and like new.
Super nice guy too.
Super down to earth.
We've met him at Portland a couple times as well, and he's just like a super awesome guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the next channel that I really like that I found recently is PushingUpRoses, and I don't know what her name is, but she's a recovering goth. She always talks about that in her videos, and so she's got a little bit of a punk rock kind of goth edge to her, but she's a hardcore old school MS-DOS adventure game fan. So like Sierra, LucasArts, all that stuff, and she covers all that stuff. She does a lot of Let's Plays. So recently she did a complete playthrough of King's Quest 7. She does King's Quest 5. Willie Beamish, she does Grim Fandango.
All the classic point and clicks.
Oh yeah, she's totally into that. And she's hilarious. She has a wicked sense of humor. She's actually pretty funny.
She knows her stuff. I mean, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
So check that channel out because it's really cool. And again, really high production values, and she puts out tons of videos. So PushingUpRoses. So the next one I want to talk about is Luigi Freakout 123. This is a father and son that's in the local area here. I believe they're in Portland or something like that, and they go to all the local gaming retro expos, and they basically are going for a complete NES set. So they're Nintendo fanboys. They're going for complete collections. But what I really like about their channel is just the kind of the banter back and forth between the son and his father. I mean, they're almost like best friends, and they kind of tease each other. They're pretty hilarious.
No, I think it's really cool the fact that having sons of my own. I think it's super cool to have that relationship where you can pass your hobby, and pass it on to your son, and it certainly shows in their videos. And their game room is amazing.
Have you seen it or
not in person? But I know in the videos that they've had, it's just amazing. Their collection, everything's boxed and everything like that.
Oh, I know,
unbelievable.
And they seem to find almost everything in the wild too. So they pretty much just go up and down the coast and find just amazing stuff, or they'll do just these huge trades with people.
Now, the next one is certainly a veteran in the gaming community. She's been around for a long time, and we're talking about fathers before, and fathers son. She's a mom,
right?
And she's hardcore. StephsTooDef.
Yes.
Awesome. Always a smile on her face. A lot more modern games highlighting for sure.
Yeah, actually, one of the things I like about her channel is that she really is passionate about the latest and greatest games, and she doesn't care about what system. I think she has every system, and so I watch it actually to find out what brand new games are on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the 3DS. I mean, she just collects for everything, and she loves everything too. She loves RPGs. She loves racing games. She puzzle games. She's into it all, and. Really, really cool channel. I look forward to her videos every time. Yeah,
and like you said, since she's so vast and her what kind of games and genres she likes, it's a great channel to watch for sure.
Yeah, definitely. StephsTooDef. So next up is a guy I've been following for a long time. It's Crow, and his channel is very unique in that, one, this guy is a mega collector. I mean, for a while, he had some of the most impressive pickups videos I've ever seen.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, just like 45 minutes long, rare game, amazing game, dumb games, common games. It was all in his collection. I think it was just, some people go for complete NES collections. I think he was just going for a complete gaming collection.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to watch his videos and not get jealous.
I know.
Because he finds some amazing things. But he's one of the most down-to-earth guys you'll find.
Yeah,
certainly.
Absolutely. He also does a ton of Let's Plays, and he's always covering stuff that I've never played before, like some weird Dreamcast shoot 'em up, or maybe he'll do a pinball game. Speaking of which, he's really big into pinball. He's got a couple pinball machines in the background of his videos, and occasionally he'll also talk about repairing those and upgrading them. So if you're into pinball, definitely check out Crow.
Yeah, pinballs are certainly awesome.
Oh yeah, and I know, and they're getting more popular, I've noticed.
Super expensive though.
Yeah.
And paying the repair, but Crow can certainly do it.
Yeah, totally.
The next channel I want to talk about is called BeatEmUps here on YouTube. But their show is called The Game Quest. And this Wood, his crew, they're from Australia. They do game pickups, very similar to RetroLiberty, how we're talking about. I go to swap meets, but high production value. Awesome guys. They also have another show. It's called Morning Wood. where they feature, because his name's Wood, so it's called Morning Wood. And they feature, they have other guests on. I think they had Scott from the Video Game Sellers on recently.
Oh, I think I saw that, yeah.
So, yeah, that's right. Other games and what's going on and stuff. So it's kind of a news kind of format show.
I've seen those, yeah.
Very, very funny show. Very clever. Wood's super nice guy. Definitely check him out.
Cool.
Well, guys, that completes our list, but I would really be curious and hear what shows you guys like to watch. Please leave a comment below. We really appreciate your guys' support for both our shows.
Yeah, definitely.
And a lot of these people are actually on my website, games31.com as well.
Including me.
Including this guy
Including
right
me. So if you don't want to go hunting for my videos, every week you can go on games31.com and find me there, and all these other people that I love to watch are typically on your site as well.
Absolutely.
Dude, thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you.
Awesome
Thank
as
you
always.
For having me. Absolutely, always fun.
Also, we got to pimp our podcast.
Oh, for sure. Give that a shout out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into me and you're into Games31 or Pete Dorr, Jason Heine.
Yeah.
You want to hear some nerding out on? Gosh, we talk about everything from video games to
random stuff. But it's great.
It's fun. It's awesome. So definitely check out allgengamers.com and
we're on iTunes. We have forums on allgengamers.com.
Yep.
Forums.
but you know what? I do have a final thing, dude. So I teased you about your hat.
Okay.
And I have a theory.
Mm-hmm.
The theory is that the reason why you wear a hat is because you've got something funky going on. Do you have like a blue mohawk? Are you able to tell people what it is?
No, I've never had my hat taken off on video before.
You know what? I think it's time for the hat to come off. I'm dying to know. I have no idea what's underneath there. Let's see. All right, you can't unsee that. All right, ready?
Yep.
Metal Jesus here, and I'm back again with my good fuck.
Good fuck.
Not
I'm a good
true.
fuck? Is that right?
I don't know. This is what your mom's. I don't know. Metal Jesus here, and I'm back again with my good bud John, Games31.
Hey, awesome. Awesome.
Wait,
what was that?
I don't know how to do that. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Metal Jesus here, and I'm back again with my good bud John, Games31.
What's going on?
See, now you did the handshake.
Are we doing the handshake or are we doing the...
What's the best way to do it?
Should fist pump, like...
Yeah, let's do fist bump.
Okay.
All right.
Testes.
Testicles.
Testicles. Testes.
Testes. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Testicle. Anal leakage.
You've been working out.
No, I appreciate it. But,
No, I'm pretty sure you've been working out.
Hey, baby.